The thing I want you to know more than anything else is this is not just another training. I hope that you can even feel when we bring in somebody like Dr. Rewire that it's not just another company event. It's not just a motivational weekend. It's really designed to actually find your future self and bring that forward. That future version of you that sits in your daydreams, that future version of you that you're like, that's the dream that I have. It's actually not really a future version of you. It is a version of you that you literally get to pull in. So we're going to have this 3 days plus 3 days, and it's really 3 days of incredible information, incredible speakers, and then 3 days of really embodying this information that we have as well. So it's that perfect blend. Because who's been to other events where you're like, wow, there's so much information. How do I really let it land? And then how do I allow the space for me to let it land? And then, oh, I had that question after Dr. Rewhite. Well, then you can have the space to ask him a little later while you're in a more, what I would call kind of slower mood that happens after the event. These are really, again, 3 days that are there to really create this new architecture in your own mind. And then 3 days for your body to make it feel real. You'll see that everything that we have designed here, from the speakers to everything that we're bringing to you, is how do we really help to calibrate your nervous system? How do we really help to create these events that are designed around your nervous system? So it's from where you are today to where you really want to be. And it's really for those that are done almost living to their potential. And let's be honest, that's probably all of us. There's that last little tweak, that last little bit, even if you feel like, yeah, I'm really on fire, I'm really in flow. But what's the next level? What's the next level of you being the most glowed up version of you possible? And the reason I bring this to you, and the reason why it is being curated the way it is being curated, this entire event, is because this is exactly the kind of event that I wanted in the very beginning of my journey. When I very first started my journey as a very dysregulated person, when I very first started my journey as somebody who had this enormous dream and vision inside of her, but actually had no idea really how to get it out. It's taken a huge amount of work and effort and rewiring in all different kinds of ways to be able to create the life that I now get to live. But this event has been created from the version of me that wished, in fact, this event was created from my future self because I am her today. This event is created from when I was dreaming about what it would be like to, have these powerful events, to bring a whole community there, to help elevate people, to transform people, to help mentor people, to help with the leadership of people. This is what this event was created. I already created this future version of myself, and I whispered it in the ears to the woman who was 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. I want you to meet that person at this event. So this is really about the becoming of the most you there is, the most Michael version of you, or the most whatever version of you it is that you want, whatever it is that's in your mind where you're like, that it's not in your mind. Actually, let me tell you where the future version of you lives. It lives in your daydreams. The daydreams that you have when you're like working out and all of a sudden you've drifted into another place and you started thinking about a beautiful farm that you want to have, or all of a sudden you started thinking about the body that you wanted, or all of a sudden you started thinking about like, where I wanted to live, or this beautiful apartment that I want one day, or whatever it might be. Right? It's your daydreams that are breadcrumbing the vision that you want to bring into your world. So this is the becoming of what already sits inside of you. This is the becoming of that vision that you already have, because it already lives there. It already lives actually right now. It's just finding the right frequency to tap into her or him. And that's all that it is. So this event is how do we become the light? And I view light. We use light a lot in Lumavite. And I view light as even when our nervous system is in this perfect harmony, we are lit up from the inside out. We've all had that feeling, right? Where we're in flow. Our body is feeling good, we're in flow, things are just happening, and it's almost like we're lit from the inside out. This is what we want more of. And then we want your life for you to be able to build this life and really reflect that light as well. Okay, so some more kind of nuts and bolts around what this really is. So 3 days, by the way, for those of you that don't know, Portugal is my new adopted home. I live now here in Portugal. I have for the last 4 years. So I'm very, very excited to be bringing to you this beautiful, literally curated event in what is now my new home, my new homeland, my new hometown, if you like. So 3 days, we spend the first part of it in this most beautiful place in Sintra. We have our transition where we literally enter one of the oldest empires of the whole world. Did you know that Lisbon is the second oldest city and empire of the whole world after Athens? Did you know that it's older than Rome, older than London, older than Paris? It once ruled the entire seas. It once actually ruled the entire seas and brought a lot of gold back here, and then they lost it all. So, and then we head our way to Comporta. And Comporta is really where we slow down, where we embody everything that we have learnt, where we celebrate with each other, where we move with each other, and where we are walking as that future version of ourselves now in the present. That's what Comporta is really designed to be. Okay, across this time, we're going to be looking at lots of different areas, lots of different edges that we will be pressing against. Edges like of unified field physics with Nassim Harim, with nervous system rewiring that you just had a sample of that with Dr. Rewire, with Michael Brown, who is really teaching us with this mitochondrial intelligence and how light works with mitochondria. Who's not fascinated with that? I find this so fascinating how light is this incredible signal. You know what light is also? It was the first signal we ever had. It was light that our body all of a sudden had after we came from birth. Light is what was like, whoa, well, here we are on the other side. Whoa. It gave us our first breath. We were like, light, oh wow. I just think it's so incredible. We're obviously also going to learn more about molecular hydrogen and how phenomenal molecular hydrogen is. We're going to go through some AI stuff and how we can use AI to actually enhance the human experience. Because again, these events are really about the human connection, the human experience, the more belly to belly. And I believe that this is the secret source of the future in the business. I really believe that the future of business is human. It is not AI. AI is going to be part of the future. We have to find our way to integrate it to allow us to be more human, to allow us to find the things that we don't want to do to automate so that we get to do the things that we do want to do that make us more of who we are. And then we also have the incredible Rob Sperry as well, who literally is the leader of leaders. Here's the guy that people go to that own network marketing companies that are the 8-9 figure leaders inside of this business, 7-figure. He's the guy that they go to. So to learn from him as well. And then we're going to have experiences within the experience. So we have our gala event, which is at the ending of our event. We have our opening event, which is the Estate of Joy. We have our Lumicello event, which is our European pool party, if you like. So this is a whole beautifully curated event. Again, going over all these things here, unified field, business evolution. Of course, we're going to be talking a lot about business, but you know what? To me, business is just that mirror as well. It's the mirror of how much you're transforming and are transforming other people, especially inside of our business. It is a direct reflection. It's a direct reflection of your growth. It's a direct reflection of your capacity, of your service. We need your nervous systems to be truly rewired. We need your nervous systems to be truly aligned. We have brought in some incredible masters. I've already dropped some of the names of who they are. Of course, we're going to have Dr. Rewire. He's going to be absolutely incredible. I cannot wait. In fact, I will word up the photographers. Please take photos of the room before, and I want you to take photos of the room after. Because I know the power of what's going to happen before and after. I know that you are going to look different because you are going to look more like you in the most beautiful way. Nassim Harim, who knows Nassim? He is really the pioneer of quantum, of everything quantum, to be honest. Like getting to spend some time with him, I've got to spend some time with him, and it has been truly incredible to be able to do that. It's been truly incredible to be able to listen to somebody who literally is one of those masters of the universe that has figured things out that is just unbelievable. And he's really going to be there explaining like the unified field. So imagine this. You get your nervous system completely rewired, and now you understand that you are actually just a transmitter, and that's what your nervous system really is. And then you have Nassim explaining to you the unified field, how the rest of the universe works. Isn't that so perfect? That's cool. And of course, we have our dinner, our master's dinner, where we're going to get to sit and eat with these incredible people, and they're going to share with us. I've asked them to share with us what are the very key learnings that you have learned from your craft to gift us at that dinner. Rob Sperry, oh, here we go again, Dr. Rewire. You're going to see quite a lot of these people over the period of time in Portugal because they're lined up for quite a few little things along the way. Obviously, Dr. Tyler LeBaron is going to go more deeply into molecular hydrogen. Do you know what I'm going to love to see? I'm going to love to see Dr. Rewire, Tyler, Dr. Brown, and Nassim talk about what hydrogen really is. Who wants to have that conversation? Who wants to see that perspective from so many incredible minds, from so many different perspectives? Who is ready to have their mind absolutely blown to what molecular hydrogen actually is? You think it's this little gas we just put into water? No. It's incredibly, incredibly powerful. There's a reason its nickname is called the miracle molecule. It's a lot more powerful than you probably even know, every single one of you on this call right now. All right, another synopsis of all the things that we are really going to be learning during Luminaire. And more speakers to be announced. We have actually even more speakers that will be at the event as well. So we have this in 2 acts. Okay, like I said, it's going to be really discovering, learning all this amazing information, having your mind completely expanded, having your nervous system rewired, connecting with these masters, and we're going to be doing it in the most beautiful place of Sintra. Sintra is this gorgeous fairy tale village that we have here in Portugal. It's about 30 minutes away from Lisbon, and it is totally divine. It is totally divine because it is so cute and quaint, and you walk on the streets and you're like, it's literally littered with palaces and castles that you can see. And it is so dreamy because it actually is on top of this beautiful mountain here in its own microcosm. The fog comes in the morning and then it clears by the afternoon, and then you get to see the ocean from where we are as well. It is, by the way, where the kings and queens and the visionaries and all the people doing incredible things around the world would literally go to during summer. And in fact, the place that we rented was once also called the King's Summer Palace. In fact, its name before it was just changed was called the Estate of Joy, because it is a space where art and music and conversations and expansion and conversations around the universe were all had inside of this space. So it only seems fitting that we here at Luminaire get to be in that estate of joy as well. This beautiful, beautiful palace where we will have, again, 3 days and 3 nights inside of this gorgeous place. It will literally become our playground. There you can also see the open conservatory where we will actually have all of the sessions inside of there. So under the trees, in the gardens, there's a lemon and orange orchard down the front there. So during the breakout sessions as well, we'll be able to kind of just be in the gardens. If you want to be barefoot and carefree, go for it. Come as you come as the most amazing future version of yourself, whatever that means to you. Oh, some more pictures of it. Okay, we open up the event with, well, it had to be this, right? The estate of joy. So this has really come as your most blooming self. It's literally designed to, well, this is the welcoming party, by the way. So the welcoming event. And again, come in your favorite color, add bloom. Come on. By the way, I put together these visual mood boards for people as a kind of a direction, but you come as you as well. Then we will also have over the next evening our European pool party because guys, you're all going to be here in Europe and you've got to have a European pool party. We've got to have a barbecue by the pool while you're in Europe. So we just had to do that as well. And then the final piece, if you like, of the experiences to have in Sintra will be our White Wonderland. This is our gala and our celebration of all the incredible leaders and all the incredible people. This is our recognition and our gift to the incredible leaders of how amazing they've been throughout this last year. And so this is, of course, all white. And again, the dress code, whatever you like, but I've given you some ideas there. And, you know, you can imagine it's going to be lovely and floaty and wonderful. Oh, and then from there, we don't go from there, actually. Sorry, that slide was in the wrong space. Okay. We finish in Sintra after those 3 days, and then we have a little interlude. And that interlude is that we do a sunset tour through Lisbon. I actually am going to take you to my favorite little places. When Cindy was here only, I don't know, a month or so ago, I took her on this same tour. Make sure you wear walking shoes. I cannot recommend enough that basically all you wear in Lisbon is sneakers because it is marble floors and there's a lot of hills. So you're going to enjoy the walk. Cindy enjoyed the walk. Anyway, I want to take you to some of the most beautiful places and show you the old town, let you taste the pasta da nata, which is the little pastry, and take you to my favorite place for them. And it's not the Bellum one. It's my favorite little place in a tiny little hole. And take you to all these incredible little spaces. So you get to actually walk around what once was this incredible empire of the whole world. This is one of my favorite views too, by the way, and one of my favorite little desserts. They're delicious. Anyway, from there, we go into Comporta. And this, as I said, is really about slowing down. This is really about integrating and embodying everything that you have learned. This is about more deeper connections with the people that you're with, deeper conversations with some of the other masters that will be there. I really believe that actually the slow life is the new luxury. And I want you to experience this in this beautiful, untapped, untamed beach. It's probably one of Europe's last most wild, untamed beaches. It's, you know, really beautiful right there over the Atlantic. This is Comporta. We've hired this beautiful fishing village with these little, well, they're not really little, but they're sort of little. And they have little plunge pools or pools and things like that. So it's still very nice for you to enjoy. But actually, they're surrounded by white sand, and you can. This is where we get to kick off our shoes and just enjoy the nature, the quiet, the old way of living. Actually, this is one of the things that I love so much about Portugal. It reminds you about the beauty of living with tradition and food and family, and this is what they embody this like so beautifully here. You'll feel it. You'll taste it in the food. You'll taste the love that they put in their food. It's different. I promise you. That's why I live here, because I love food. We also have, for those that want to, an evening or a morning, I don't remember which one it was, with horses along the beach. So it's literally having the opportunity to ride or get photos, whichever one you want to do. with horses on the beach there. And then we finish off with a catamaran in this beautiful national park on the way back to Lisbon. This is actually considered one of Europe's most beautiful beaches, and it really is. And again, you will see little villages speckled throughout it. There's some beautiful little spaces, and the water is in this region for some reason just different. It really is this color, this kind of lumivite color.